All right. Good morning, everyone. I am here with Aviva from AVF Solutions Group. She is our go-to social media management and reviews management, online marketing guru. So I just want to jump right in. Aviva, tell us a little bit about you and AVF and what you guys do.
We started our business based on a need that our community had. When we were canvassing and knocking on doors, every single business owner told us the same thing, that they needed help with managing their social media. So we were like, oh, awesome, we can definitely help you guys fill that hole. So what we basically did is created an our entire organization around making that as easy as possible for business owners. So we take that hat right off and put it on ourselves. What that looks like is creating content specific for your business with your brand and your messaging and your target in mind, which tends to be most businesses' biggest issue, right, George? Like when you're chatting with people, they're like, "Ugh, I
Right.
just, what's next?" Or I don't know what to do, or man, I forgot. All those things that sort of keep people from being consistent on social, we take care of for them.
Right. Yeah. People get like that social media writer's block. Like they just, now what am I going to create? Because it's not easy to keep creating content.
Right, for sure. Or they have someone in the office that they thought that they were going to have handle it for them, but then bigger things come into place. Like, oh man, I need somebody to
Right.
collect all the money, and someone needs to handle the billing. And oh my gosh, the CRM is blocked up and we need to make sure that the automations are in place. All those things that a business owner needs to take care of inside their business. This tends to be one of those things that need to happen, but you don't have a good system in order to ensure that it continues to happen. And social media, along with SEO and all those other fun things, consistency is key.
Right. And you said something really interesting. You said tailored to the business. So we're focused on dermatology practices, but pretty much tailored to the business. It could be for any business, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, let's talk dermatology for a second, right? So, a lot of times you'll come across a company that offers social media specific for dermatologists. And what ends up happening is they provide not only one dermatology office data or content, but every single dermatology office that gets set up with them, the exact same content, and they're just slapping logos on it. But not every dermatology practice is the same. Not everybody has the same focus, or maybe you are working with different clientele, or maybe you're specific to um, skin cancer, and another dermatology office is more towards, microderm and more of the spa treatments.
Right.
So making sure that when you hook up with the company to manage your social media, they truly understand what it is that your business is doing, especially when you're paying for it. You should own it. It's yours.
Absolutely.
Um,
And we know
and
that
then
unique content is better for SEO and ranking on the internet and all that. So that unique content super important.
it's funny. I was just going to say that, George, right? So when it comes to
Like
the
we knew what we were
algorithms,
going to talk about.
I know. When it comes to like Facebook, LinkedIn, and specifically Google's algorithms, they can tell if content's been repurposed or been reused, or it's, duplicated. It doesn't give you the same boost as it does when it's created specifically for you. Um, Not to mention when you're working with somebody that works with your SEO team, those keywords can be implemented into your content as well. So when we're sharing it to your Facebook and LinkedIn, and
Right.
specifically back to your Google My Business listing, because that's now a thing, um, those keywords that are now in the text add as additional organic SEO. So everything just helps everything. It's all shaking hands now, as we all know, Google owns everything, and just buy in, because why not? Um,
Absolutely.
but yeah, completing that footprint is really important. So doing your SEO is great, but rounding it out with a very consistent and well thought out social media plan is really important to make sure that you're well rounded in terms of your marketing.
So if we've got a dermatology practice that says we want to work with Aviva, we're just not ready yet. So we want to go at ourselves for a little bit longer. What are some things you would suggest that they do on their social media? The top tips and tricks, so to speak, that you would tell them to focus on as the bridge to before they start working with you.
Yeah. So very first thing I would do is go buy yourself a dollar calendar from like the dollar store, just so that you can open it up and plan it out. So having a plan is the best way to make sure that anything happens. That the same with anything you're trying to accomplish in business, right? So open up your calendar, open up to the next month that you're looking to plan out, and you want to commit to what you can actually accomplish. So don't tell yourself that you're going to post every day when you know that there's no way that you can make that happen. So just start with planning out 2 or 3 posts every week, and then just give yourself a title or a headline and say, Mondays we're going to talk microderm. I apologize. That's what's in my head right now for all you dermatologists. On Wednesdays, we're going to talk about skin cancer screening. On Friday, we're going to talk about things to look at home. Next week, Monday, we're going to talk about what are some good ways to keep your skin exfoliated. Wednesday, we're going to talk about really good, like, why is suntan lotion really important? Planning these headlines out in advance make it much easier for you to go back into whatever creative tool you're using. And I plug Canva because I think it's just super simple.
It's a great tool.
It's a great tool. You might as well use it. And there's a free version, so jump on. It's a really great way to then just pop that concept or that headline or that trigger into Canva, and it'll pop up things for you. It'll keep you planned, keep you consistent,
Great.
and make sure that you stick with your brand. Your brand is a voice. Your brand is the first thing people see. So if you're looking to do your social media on your own, make sure that you know what you want to look like before you start. Make sure that you know what your voice is, who your clientele is. Are you looking for, women? Are you looking for men? Are you looking for women and men between the ages of 50 and 75? Or like, just really try to figure out who it is you're targeting towards, because that's your imagery, your story, your brand is what people see first on social. So
Know
just
your audience, target that audience, and plan it out are the
plan
key
it
things
out.
I've
Grab that
heard.
calendar. Right.
I actually really like that you said, have those consistent recurring topics, because one of the things that's always been of interest to me in the whole marketing concept is, just because microderm is a topic, it's a thing, and it's popular for so many people, it's going to only be popular for a certain amount of people and not everyone. But then cancer screening is going to be more, something that somebody else really is interested in. So if you hit all those topics, you're going to find things that your clientele, your potential audience is going to be interested in, and that will draw them in to your social media platform to learn about you and learn about your business or your practice. So I think that's super important.
And the best thing is making yourself somebody people want to listen to. So don't just post something nonsensical or, I hate those mantras, Monday morning wake up call. Like, just, if you're posting something, make sure that it brings value to your story, value to your brand, so that I continue to want to check in and listen to you and follow you, because you're bringing value to my day. So if you're telling me about cancer screening, don't just say cancer screening is important. Tell me what I can do. Hey, if there's a mark on you that you're worried about, start marking its size. Like, teach me something so that I go back to you to learn something new next time. It's really important to not just put garbage posts out there. And your post really should have a call to action. Let me know what you want me to do next. It doesn't have to be on the image, but at least in the text. Am I calling you? Do you want me to engage with the post? Do you want me to go home and take a picture of the weird mark on my arm? Like, what do you want me to do? Give me a call to action so that, again, you're not posting just for the sake of posting.
Get that little mark over to one of our dermatology practices so they can measure it with that dermatoscope. All right. We got to take care of that skin. All right, Aviva, thanks for the tips and tricks. If anybody's heard anything they like and they want to talk to Aviva or want to get more information and learn more, please reach out and we will hook you up with Aviva to get a quick education on social media and how she can help you grow your practice.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, George.
Thank you.